Here we move into round one. I'm afraid I'm alt-tabbing at the moment just to check that I'm streaming it correctly. Here we are, round one, Goðar versus iMAGINE. Obviously the spawns are fixed, so nothing too surprising there. But what I'm looking for is a Gorge. We're not seeing one. Okay, that's fine. And an early armory and IP from the Marines. That's a lot of money going into their base and not on extractors. We're seeing a single split onto the seeding side and 4 Marines pushing on the left. That's very strange. Very strange. We usually don't see 4 Marines going together at the start, and I wonder what that means. Maybe some early aggression to platform. Wow, a 4v4 here. They're taking it though. They've got 4 Marines to worry about, and the Marines are easily going to clear this. There's no way you can take 4 Marines out this early. 2 Skulks go down, a third one's going to go down, B1's going to get taken out, and no kills. I don't know how they pulled it off, but it's a 4v3 has been won there easily. And at this point, the Marines are just going to cruise through the map, no problems. Ulti takes a 1v1. It's all looking exceptionally good for the Marines. They've taken falls. Ancestral probably will get taken out here, depending if they find him or not. They're just pushing straight through to Agri Labs, and that's exactly what I said. A lot of combat coming up in Agri Labs, and they're forcing it as soon as possible. Nice assisting. They went into filtration early on. That's going to screw these guys over. They went highly aggressive into Agri Labs, and there's nothing to kill here. No damage to do. And they might just concede this and just go for an extractor build. You can even see they dropped the power node. Seeding successfully built. Mendas has almost built this as well. He had a lot of time. There it is, 100%. He knows about Ancestral. You can see from his movement, he's hunting him. He spotted him. Ancestral's very low. One shot and he'll go down. This is a very difficult position to try and clear the Skulks, but actually Ancestral goes for the kill. Excellent cleanup from the aliens. Looks like they got 1 or 2 Marines down. ISO and Volk working together now. Alcalde's forced retreat. He actually gets taken out. And this is looking very good for the Marines. They've taken 2 extractors total outside the base. So they're sitting on 3. Hydroponics power node going up. Platform extractor has been dropped. Not sure why the blueprint was dropped so early. No arms lab at this point, of course. They've invested a lot into the IP, the armory, blah, blah, blah. But no arms lab. Mines have been researching for a while now. We're actually taking a late research on those mines. Hydroponics extractor, platform extractor, could be built soon. So involved, they've got a drifter on top of them, spotting them, 3 Skulks, trying to get the flank on them. Wob comes in, he's got the enzyme B1 as well. Nice fighting from ISO and Valk. They've cleared the 2 Skulks. Malka comes in a little bit later, but he's actually going up against Marines who are reloading. That's a nice cleanup. Sammy G, can he take the 1v2? He's going to play a surprise attack. He's coming around the corner. Alcalde comes first, gets a lot of damage on top of him, and the teammate, Malga, was not in position there. And now the reloads come through from Sammy G, and he's hunting him, and he's just going to be going through the seeding. He's actually going the round way to Canopy. It's looking good for extractors. Go'dar sitting on 5 with Fall's power node building. Ancestral actually taken on 1v1. Finally some success from the aliens. I see them, they've got 4 kills at this point. A little bit pathetic, unfortunately. Fall's power node is almost built. Semi-G's maybe looking to build the extractor here, especially with a teammate coming in. And looks like Volk's going to defend this. Nice pistol shot, takes out Ancestral. 6 extractors for Go'dar, an exceptionally good early game for them. And this is how you get extractors early. Sammy G's got a 1v3 to worry about. ISO's not in position to help him. Sammy G takes a single kill, but doesn't finish off the other 2 Skulks. But there's no power or extractor to kill at this point, so they're pretty safe here. 2 guys converging on Agri Labs from separate positions. Imagine, just about to get their 3rd Harvester online. Before that time, though, they will have a lot of problems here. The Sys line will go down. The Drifter may go down if they don't retreat that. Nice job. They hunt it down, take it out. That's probably looking at an early Harvester kill here. Depends on how these 3 Skulks do. Wob coming in early, gets taken out 1v1 by Wob. He's actually in position to take him out. An excellent job. ISO goes down. These Marines were separated and not killing the Skulks that were taking him on. And Valk going for a triple kill, almost tags him. Takes 2 and Alcalde with 1%. 1v1, we've got Mendas with Ancestral here. Going up against the glass play. He comes around the corner trying to hunt him. Excellent job. Ancestral doesn't quite get the double bite he needed to finish him off. Seeing some harassment on Hydroponics again, finally. Just taking out an extractor at the 3.5 minute mark. We're seeing 1 extractor has gone down, no Harvesters. A lot of pressure on Agri Labs and filtration from these Marines. We're seeing Armor 1 is coming up, which means they've got the Arms Lab. Looking very good for the Marines. They're only on 5 extractors. In fact, 4+1, because they've not built Falls up. Mendas and Ulti. Alcalde with half health already. Coming into the fight late now. Wobson from the side. Malka's going to come in and try and do as much damage when they're reloading. And it looks like they're actually clearing these Marines up. There's a Skulk gone down. No Lurks are down yet, which is good. And a triple Lurk play. Wow. Okay, so that's a good call. They were way behind. You can see on the team resources, the aliens have been far behind. You see there, the numbers. It's almost 2 to 1. And that's really bad for the aliens. They're compensating that by investing P-Res into the Lurks. They want to turn this game around. And one way to do that is invest P-Res into Lurks. They're going for a triple Lurk play. We'll see how it pans out. But it's risky, and it cuts you off in the later stages of the game. When you want to get a couple of fades out, you'll have no Onos. But the lack of Gorge means they can just about afford that. So we'll see how it works out. They've got to make sure these Lurks do a lot of damage, though, because that's exactly what they're hoping for. I can't see where the 3rd fade is. We've got 2 in this position. I'm sorry, I mean Lurks, of course. We've got Malga hunting just up on the top of the column here. 2 Lurks are coming in. Semi-G separated by the glass. Ulti gets taken out. He's not doing enough damage. The triple lurk plays, clearing up Marines, and now this is a good opportunity for them to clear up extractors. Platform took a lot of damage. B1 up against Mendas. Mendas is doing very well in the 1v1 so far. He's got another one to deal with. How can B1 take it? B1's full health, reload from Mendas. He's taking the long range fight. You can see the parasites are trying to hit, but they're all missing. Here comes the second sculk. B1 doing a really smart decision to just play passively and evasively. Mendas, he's now got 2 skulks on top of him. He is parasited. The medpack's coming in. B1's grabbed the bites. Excellent job. 1 skulk does go down, but they've probably secured themselves a extractor killer platform. And now the double lurk, maybe even the triple lurk, looking to clear hydroponics. We'll see how they play it. They're moving the drifter as well. Are they going for the recappers? In fact, that's all we're seeing at the moment. It's Marines going on the recappers. Non-aggression. Agri-Labs and Filtration are extremely defended right now. A lot of Marines playing passively. Playing very alone as well. Sammy G and Ulti very separated at this point. They were together. And Mendas going in to help out probably Sammy G to take back platform. Force is looking like a difficult take. Here comes Alcalde with a mine. Separating him between the other 2 lurks. He will be able to get through to Falls though. Not a problem. I was a little bit worried he was going to get caught out. But no one in Falls. No Marines in Falls of course. Means he will be able to get back to the base pretty easily. B1 goes down. That is a skulk. So we're not seeing any lurks drop just yet. Marines have made it into Agri-Labs using the vent. It's a little bit slow and steady. In fact, the lurks are coming from this northern side. 2 lurks, 3 lurks. Vulcan and ISO have to be careful. The rain spikes have taken down their armor. The really nice 2 biomass investment has actually allowed them to use that rupture ability, blinding the Marines a little bit, which may have helped. Ceiling's going down. This is looking excellent. Great job. Really good call from the aliens to go for that triple lurk. You can see the impact it's having. They've got 3 harvesters up, pretty secure. There's the rupture just as the lurks come in. Mendes and Samiji are slightly blinded by that. The Crag is still in position, and it's almost gone down. Samiji's got a couple of shots to take on it. He does take it out with a pistol, which is unfortunate, but it's not huge damage. Let's check out the team resources. So you see it's gone a little bit more balanced recently. About this point, it's become a little bit more balanced. The team kills, of course, way more balanced now. It's looking more like a 1-1 rather than a 2-1, or even worse, actually, earlier on. And the 3 lurks are having a really big impact. ISO and Valk with the shotgun, weapons 1, armor 2 coming along soon as well. And that might be enough to start clearing lurks, and that would be really bad for the aliens, but they've got enough harvesters to get these fades up sooner. Platform power's going down. Alcalde are choosing to take out the power node. Did you have to worry about a lot of extractors? They got the 4 there, and hydroponics is the +1. They got 5 up now. Vulcan ISO doing a really good job taking that. Looks like B1, the skulk's just been taken out again. Malga, the other skulk. Observatory being dropped in Falls, so they want to have vision, and that's going to pretty much cover, I think, about this area here, maybe just slightly more. Probably something like between those lines. Alcalde and Wob doing really good damage with the lurks, and here comes Malga, that late skulk, doing an exceptional job as Sammy G and Ulti work on him with the pistols and the rifles, and they're very low HP, but they're getting cleared up by the lurks finally. A lot of med packs. Sammy G is very low, he's caught out of position, he's alone. Here comes the teamwork. These guys might get a couple of lurk kills if Alcalde stays too long. Excellent job. And ISO with a double shotgun blast takes out one of those lurks with a really nice pinch. And Sammy G staying alive just long enough to keep those guys invested in that fight. That's exactly what we needed to see. Excellent job from the Marines. So as they start to clear up these lurks, finally, we'll probably see the fades come out and turn this game around. So the Marines, they've got a little bit of time to take this advantage when they're only going against 1 or 2 lurks in these fights. Valk, Sammy G and ISO now, this is a 3 Marine squad. They've got armor 2, only weapons 1, but one of these guys has got a shotgun, so they still need to be careful. Here come the 2 lurks coming into position. Let's see how they take this. They're still long range, staying out of sight. Here's the range spikes. They're all in choke point. The spikes are going to hit a lot of these guys and take off a lot of the armor, which is very valuable because they're on armor 2, so if they can clear the armor early, that'll be helping fights a lot. Ancestral taking the vent, and the rest of the map, we've got hydroponics taking damage. Excellent job from Malgar to get through to canopy as well, so we're seeing extractor harassment as the Marines come very aggressive. Observatory completed in the base. Probably looking at face tech soonish. But if they lose hydroponics and canopy, what happened there? A mine? That's unfortunate. Here come the fades. Ulti up against B1. He's done a really good amount of damage with that shotgun. Excellent job. And ISO and Volt coming in a little bit later than they'd like. If they'd managed to sneak inside that position, they could have maybe taken out those 2 guys. But they're a couple of seconds behind there. The Fade wishes he could defend this position, but he is alone. Malga, the other Skulk, is now upgrading himself to a Fade. There he is in position. Agri Labs is highly defended, but they're losing filtration. This will probably be the target, at least for the lurks. Nice one from Alcalde to stay on top of the res harassment. He was a lurk at this point. He is a skulk. He's going for res harassment, of course. And nice job from the lurks to take out another extractor. Weapons 2, armor 2 for the Marines is complete. No phase tech, and the Marines are only going to be struggling for resources soon, but they're going highly aggressive. They've almost taken out this harvester. They're going for the cyst line, and I think that might be a mistake. They don't actually clear the harvester, which means they're going to keep that, especially if they don't clear the cyst line. They go for the upgrades, of course. Fade upgrade is being started, which is very, very untraditional. I'm not sure about that. Valk's going to get taken out early almost. The medpacks need to come involved. There they are. Valk with 100% HP but no armor, leaving Malga with 2 slices to take him out. Especially if they can get in early and get this kill before the welding. This would be really good. This might be a really nice clean up. The aliens are all in position. They've got the enzyme to increase their attack speed. One Marine's gone down. ISO very low. Gets taken out by the range spikes. That was a really bad call. 3 Marines have gone down aggressively. 2 shotgunners. Infiltration was not killed. Only 3 extractors for Go'dar. And this is probably the turning point. I really think the aliens are in a great position right now. In fact, maybe even able to get up a second hive. If they can save up some of these resources, we'll probably see them assist up for the 4th platform of hydroponics. They could definitely take a 4th harvester. And I'm not sure about the Fade upgrade. That will provide them with the Shadow Step ability, which is when you click Shift. It'll push you forward a little bit. Unless I'm wrong about the balance mod, although I don't think I am. I do believe that's still not in the game yet, so I'll just hold on that idea. 2 Fades coming in. Malga and B1 trying to take on Ulti and ISO, but these guys don't have shotguns anymore. Here's Valk, 3rd Marine with a shotgun. 2 Marines pushing in, Samiji and Hydroponics towards Samiji and Menas to Hydroponics. The 2 Fades coming in from behind. This is going to be a bad fight for the Marines. The shotgun needs to do a lot of damage to clear these guys off. Malga takes a good amount, but they're coming back in for the 2nd wave of attacks. Malga very low, B1 pretty healthy, Samiji with only medpacks, no armor. Menas trying to get the shotgun blast as he retreats. Nice job from the Marines. They actually clear those guys off. But at the same time, they're losing seeding, and they really need these extractors, otherwise we're not going to see any upgrades anytime soon. Weapons 2, Armor 2. It's going to be a really late phase tech, though. They need to get phase tech or Weapons 3 going soon. They're not saving for Onos, but we need to be seeing the aliens save for a 2nd hive. This is a really pivotal section of the match. 3 Marines in falls. Hydroponics has got 2 guys. We'll probably see these guys do a double push at the same time into these harvesters, but they're leaving their base a little bit vulnerable. Maybe even going to be able to force a beacon if these guys push. Nice job from Ancestral to actually scout these guys up. He won't stay long for a fight, of course. It'd be very bad for him to stay in a fight too long, especially without backup. Seeding's been taken out. Alcalde, excellent job. He's going to hide here. The Marine is going to, as soon as this blueprint is tapped, Valk's going to get taken out, at least attempted by Alcalde. Valk's a little bit too smart for this, though. This is the Premier Division. Oh my gosh, he's not actually realised it. Alcalde's going to get the kill. And the... Wow, I missed this. This is a more important play. Beacon was attacked. The beacon is forced. Unbelievable. That's really costly for the Marines at this point. We'll see all the extractors blinking in a second. Hydroponics has got to be a massive target. Why are they not taking that out? Sorry about missing that. So the guys pushed in, as I mentioned. They leave their base a little bit vulnerable. I was a little bit more interested in seeing Alcalde outsmart Valk there. So... False power node has gone down. They seem to be a little bit more worried about phase tech than the extractor at this point, which is quite smart. The Fades have got Shadow Step. We're seeing a bit of combat up in Canopy. Pretty easy kill, especially with B1 with that Shadow Step. It does help. I'm not convinced it's worth it, but it does help a little bit. Samiji almost with the shotgun surprise blast around the side. There's the phase tech. They probably want to get it up in falls, but the lack of power node is going to delay it a little bit, which is actually a really smart call from the aliens. Both these teams, very intelligent plays from these guys. B1 and Malga the Fades. Ancestral with the long range lurk, trying to clear some of this armor. They do have armor 2. So it's very valuable to clear that armor early on. You can see they're trying to weld up the power node. And there's that 4th harvester. A little bit later than I would have liked to have seen. As soon as the beacon was forced, I bet they put that down. Malga with some nice slashes. Samiji not getting the med pack he needs. There they are, a little bit late and missing. And nice cleanup from the Marines to come in around the side, but it's too late, and Malga's retreated. And Ancestral knows he can go around the other side. Really smart decision. These guys are really intelligent. ISO, Valk and Mendas, 2 shotgunners. Really bad fight for the aliens to take this on. They do need to start separating these Marines out. But these guys aren't playing aggressively. They're playing very defensively, trying to get phase tech on the board. 40 team res has been saved. Are we going to see the double phase gates, or are we going to see weapons 3? They can afford either. B1's a little bit low. He needs to be careful in this corner. He comes around just in time. Doesn't get a shotgun blast in the back. And Ancestral is on top there in the lurk in the vent. Wob's taking a lot of damage from these guys, but we're seeing 5 aliens converge on these guys. ISO's on the pistol. Valk's running out of shotgun blasts. The damage is coming in, but the medpacks as well. Alcalde goes down. I believe that's a lurk. Not quite sure what that was. No, it wasn't a lurk. He's already lost his lurk, so it was just a skulk, which is nice. Aliens not losing any life forms anymore. Really good job from them. Even up against the weapons too, which is so much damage. Not losing any fades or lurks is very, very important. Again, another attack. The scan goes down to try and outsmart them. Try and access a little bit more information. ISO and the 2 shotgunners. But here come the 2 fades and the 2 lurks with the enzyme. There's 1 Marine cleared up almost instantly. Ancestral taking a huge amount of damage, but Alcalde with the Gorge and the Bile Bomb. Wob's going to get taken out. That's a lurk down, but they're clearing up a lot of shotgunners. These guys... Actually, there's ulti from behind taking out the Gorge. B1 needs to be careful. He's got a shotgunner at his back. The pistol comes out. Excellent pistol shots. Clears up one of those fades. And Mulga was very low as well. Ulti changing the pace of that fight by coming in round the side from Hydroponics. And even one guy, Mennas, up infiltration, clearing a Harvester. So excellent recovery from Go'dar. Really nice job clearing up life forms, opening up Agri Labs, and at the same time pushing filtration. Here comes Melga and the Lurk. Ancestral going to clear this guy pretty easily if they can hit the swipes, but they're not pulling it off. You can see Malga, he's even got the Shadow Step, but he's not quite in position to hit those guys. They lose... Oh, wow, Mendav's just cleared the Harvester platform course as well, because they were building that. So really good job from him to clear at least one Harvester, and the second one as well as low. How are the aliens going to play this? They can try and force a beacon. You can see they're saving for that second hive, but it's not quite secured yet. Platform's probably the smarter call. You can see there's 2 mini marines in Falls and Gallery. Actually, they've just cleared the guy at Gallery. Exceptional job from Wob. And B1's going to get another kill. Malga actually takes it. These guys pushing into Falls with the Agri-Labs phase gate has been built. This extractor may go down. Exceptional pistoling. Really smart plays. Using the pistol to clear those guys nice and quick. Does really good damage, even at long range. Especially when you've got shotguns. Wob sneaking through for an extractor kill at Seeding. These guys trying to hold Agri-Labs. Even the investment in the observatory was actually just unblueprinted by the Marine Commander. And the aliens right now, they're sitting on too much T-res. They need to start investing in platform, and you can see they're itching for it. They've got the Lurk trying to hold this section. Falls as well. Malga trying to hold it alone. And the P-res is looking pretty good. Wob and Ancestral looking to get a refade. The second wave coming along soon. And they did lose their Gorge, but they do have 3 biomass with the Gorge. So that gives them Bile Bomb, which has actually cleared up a couple of shotguns in Agri Labs. Marine's not playing very aggressively. Nice one from Wob to actually go straight through to the base. And looks like Sammy G was deciding to retreat there, leaving his extractor vulnerable. It gets taken out, and these guys probably won't even take the fight. Exceptional job. They assist up Falls. Not sure why. Maybe they want to get a Harvester up here, knowing it will die, but just distracting from the platform side, so they can get the hive up. Menas got a 4v1. If he gets taken out, that leaves the base vulnerable. Are we going to see it? They're actually retreating. Looks like Alcalde and B1 going for the power node. Okay. I usually go for the extractor because it's actually worth 10 resources. And the power node is of course free and pretty quick to weld up, so I'm not sure why they're going for that. Maybe it's already low. Oh, and the extractor's not built. Interesting plays here. Ulti and Valk coming straight through. They found a whip and a crag, slowing them down, and they're just looking to invest a lot of T-res just to slow these guys down. The shotgun blast coming in. Here comes Malga from the side, a big bad fight. You can see he's shadow stepping through there. Looks like a little bit of lag, but it's just actually an increase in speed. So that's really cool to see. Some very rare upgrades at this point. And Ancestral, he's got the Crags healing him up, and this stuff is all being retreated by the Alien Commander. The rest of the map, we're seeing Seeding taking damage. Falls is being rebuilt. Alcalde was on top of that, but he's actually coming around the side to try and deal with these guys. He does get taken out. And maybe he could have gone for the phase gate at Agri Labs. That would have been nice to see. Just poke it, see what damage you can do. Marine's sitting on a lot of extractors. The longer this game goes on, the better chance Goðar are going to have in this game, and that's exactly what they want. They're going to be taking Weapons 3 soon. If they can sit on these 5 or 6 extractors for a good amount of time. Malga with the only fade on the board. We're seeing another Gorge, and Wob has just grabbed himself a fade egg. You can see in that section. He's going to be a fade very soon. He's probably going to be heading to Falls to clear these guys out. They don't want another face gate in this position. That would be really, really bad. Here it comes, a big bad fight in top of Agri Labs. ISO tries to hide somewhere up top. Sammy G from underneath. But he's been scouted. Wob's on top of him, 1v1. The med pack's coming in. The phase gate has been grinded. Excellent job from the aliens to clear that up, but we see the phase gate in alley. So it's not quite as bad as I thought it would be. If they'd had 2 phase gates up, both of them in that kind of area, that would have been really bad. But they've only got 1 up in alley. They sell out some pretty good aggression into filtration and platform as well. And that has been built. So it looks like the aliens will probably reconsider which side they want to take on. Probably will assist up hydroponics at this point and take that and clear the extractors on that side. 3 shotgunners here. This is really bad for the aliens. They can't afford to let these guys loose for so long. But if they rush this fight, it's going to be really bad as well. Here comes the fades. A little bit rushed there. You see they took a lot of damage. The Gorge is in position, healing these guys up. Exceptional. Look at these guys. They're almost full health on the second wave of attacks. And if they can keep the pressure up, they'll eventually clear them off. B1 coming in with low energy. He's trying to get the Bile Bomb on top of them whilst they're in combat. That's going to really help them clear off this armor too. Ancestral takes a lot of damage. The Lurk's very low. Wob's very low as well. The Fade's taking huge amounts of damage. B1 trying to get the Bile Bomb through the glass window. And these guys are very low energy, and if they can get back in that fight soon, they might be able to clear these guys. Where's the response from the aliens, though? We've only got 1 guy. This is Alcalde and Seeding. He's going to take out an extractor, but the Marine's going to be sitting on 7 very soon if they can take filtration. Nice clean up for the aliens. That's a very easy kill for them. And they need to take Agri Labs back, and even hydroponics. They need to be assisting that side up. They need to give up on this side, I think. And a nice tunnel. Nice tunnel and platform. That might help them on the left side of the map, but I think it's probably lost, especially with the alley phase gate up. Seeding has been taken out by Alcalde. Hydroponics extractor probably will be taken out soon. They've got nothing to defend that, especially if the Fade rotates around and deals with the recapper. Malga's worried about Canopy, but it's built and there's no one there. Ancestral's going to spot the guy, Menasp, coming through to defend hydroponics. No, he doesn't go for it. B1's trying to get through. He really wants to get a hive up, or a tunnel up, in fact. buy the Hive. You can see they're still on loads of team resources. They really want to invest in this stuff. And in fact, it makes sense now. The Fade upgrade is the only one other than the Gorge upgrade that makes sense before the second Hive. So if you're floating too much T-Res, you might as well invest in it. Although, it does make more sense to just clear up a Hive room and really try and take it. Especially with the Gorge. You can build up the Hive in about 60 seconds with the Enzyme, Gorge, and a Shift. So that makes a lot of sense. Nice! Really nice tunnel that connects up Agri Labs and Platform. That's really, really nice. They'll drop a Harvester here and nab a third Harvester soon. But oh, look at these phase gates. They need to spread these Marines out. So this phase gates, there's 2 of them here, but they only defend filtration. That leaves Falls, Canopy, Hydroponics, and Seeding vulnerable. And that's the play they've got to make. They've got to concentrate on the extractors at this point. Ancestral and Malga sitting on the Hive, trying to use it to heal, trying to go in for some of the fights. Wob coming in for the back. There's the Beacon Forced. So it looks like the Marine Commander was really, really worried about that fight. They weren't in a great position. They could just beacon through, come back to West Route through the phase gate. And they weren't worried about the base attack, which was what surprised me so much. But they really were just worried about the fight. They were probably going to lose that. It was looking pretty bad. We'll see how they play it, though. Weapons 3 could be upgraded very, very soon. Ancestral. Oh, look at that Shotgun Blast. Takes off 60% HP in one shot. Platform. This is bad. This is really bad. Platform Hive has dropped. These guys hear it. They're rushing in. They've got a tunnel. Can they get through it? Guys through to the tunnel. You see these fades are in position to come straight through the tunnel. The scan goes down. They're coming straight through. Surely they're coming straight through. It's a little bit delayed. That's going to make them give them extra time to take out the Hive. It's looking really good for the Marines. They can clear this before getting to combat. Goes down. It's really unfortunate. The aliens waited too long and then tried to rush the Hive up, Hive build. Ah, that's too bad. That might cost them really bad. Sammy-G in position, infiltration. He's in the tunnel. He's got a Gorge 1v1 to worry about. I can't track that, of course, because there's no way to track what's in the tunnel apart from the map and the mini-map. But looks like Malga won that just outside the tunnel. Look at this. A lot of invested T-Res and a Gorge tunnel. Probably seeing guys pop out of this tunnel soon. Actually, no. They're going for a Hydroponics build. This is a tough one for the aliens. Probably... No, they're going to try and defend it. So you see these 2 guys are probably going to come through. No, I'm wrong again. The Fades, they're just outsmarting me. I have no idea what's going on. Wob and Malga working together. Maybe trying to clear up the phase gate in alley, even if they do know about it, which I don't guarantee. Sammy-G's doing an exceptional job of dodging there. I don't know how he's allowing this Fade with Shadowship to dodge so many swipes. There it is. Ancestral helping out with the lurk. And it looks like another Hive. Harvest has gone down, but they've got a good amount of resources still. B1 with the clogs up. Late game clogs. We'll see how that works out for them. Cat packs are being started, which is really going to help them out. And I'm checking the P-Res at this point, because we're going to be seeing an Onos. A late Onos, of course, but Ancestral with the 52 P-Res. He needs to keep that lurk for as long as possible, but he will be going Onos very soon. Third Hivers are going up. We've got this section of the map being taken. That's Hydroponics. Excellent job. I really think the Platform Hive was a mistake, especially when those phase gates are up. They should have swapped sides to Hydroponics sooner. That's too bad. You don't get everything you want in life, and they're still looking pretty good, the aliens, right now. The second Hive... Oh, the scan! They knew it! How did they know it? They scanned. That's exceptional. Mendes got a 1v1 from Malga, whilst Ancestral has taken on the Extractor. He doesn't finish it for some reason, and Sammy-G's calling lol. Let's work out why. He's calling lol in the middle of combat. Alcalde, this is a ridiculous room. You can do this for hours. There's nothing Sammy-G can do. Once the Parasite is up, you cannot track that guy. He can just go round and round, and there's no way you can kill him. So, nice job from Alcalde. He didn't get a kill, he didn't go for combat, but he still wins the room. It's awesome. Hive, the commander's out the chair. He's worried about his base. He's scouting it himself. We're seeing that second Hive coming up. Look how quick this is going to be. It's already done. That's exceptional. We've got a Drifter. Yeah, they've got a Shift as well. So the Gorge healing it up is really, really quick. Oh, that's a sneaky phase gate. They didn't pull it off. That's unfortunate. They even recycled Ali for that. I think. I don't believe it could get taken out. Let's check out the team resources. You can see it's a little bit more balanced. The Marines would be slightly in a better position, but they've lost 17 extractors. So that's a really big expense. That probably puts them down to a real value around there, maybe just around there. So not too far from the aliens. And the team kills looking really good. The aliens have really turned this game into a victory for them. They just need to keep the pace high, keep the Hive up, and start working on these Veil upgrades. Seeing the Veil a lot more than the Crag at this point. I mean, it's really becoming the meta. No one's going Crag anymore. It's all about the Shade Hive with the triple Veil, the hallucinations, the aura, and the silence is just really valuable. Ancestral, they need to see the Umbra upgrade as well to provide some support up against the Weapons 2 Cat Packs. Ancestral is still that lurk, but he's got 58 P-Res, so if he dies, we'll probably see an Onos soon. B1 needs to be careful. He's a Gorge, but he's vulnerable. He will get taken out pretty quick if he allows it. He's got a nice height advantage. He's stacking the Bile Bomb, but he's not actually tagging anyone with it. He's trying it. Really bad fight from Wob. Comes in from the back. Doesn't take much damage, but it's not a great fight for him. He needs to be careful. You see, he takes huge amounts of damage. There's the Bile Bomb. It's really not doing much damage. ISO, in fact, loads of Marines right now. I wonder what the 5th Marine is doing, but it's probably Sammy G somewhere else. But these 4 Marines, they're not doing a great job. They're very passive, very defensive. They really want to retreat. Look at it. They're trying to get out. They're losing all their armor to the Bile Bomb. So you can see the Gorge is sitting up top. He's in a very defensible position. And the retreat is called. They're back to the Phase Gate to well up and heal. They've got a good amount of extractors. There's no denying that. A good amount of extractors. And now Alcalde versus Sammy G up in Canopy, which is a build from him. So we saw before when we were in this room, this was not built. And Alcalde actually decided to clear it up. But there's nothing Sammy G can do if Alcalde wishes it, unless Sammy G gets some support. Upgrade to Arc Factory. Where's the Arc Factory? Okay, it's up at West Route. Probably looking to arc the hive here whilst they aggress the hydroponics hive. So we'll see how that plays out. It's going to be tough, especially when they're probably looking to lose a couple of extractors. Platform might get taken out. Maybe the aliens are playing too passively. Maybe they're waiting for the upgrades. Hard to say which. I suppose we'll find out in a minute when the game goes one way or the other. But maybe they're playing a little bit too passively. They're taking out platform, they're taking out falls, that's good news. They're taking out extractors, so that's always a good call. Even at this late stage of the game, especially without weapons 3, it's really valuable to take out these extractors. There's another one down, another 2 down. That's a total of 20 extractors that have been killed so far in this 26-minute game. It's really, really good. Mulga up against Vulk and Sammy G, so looks like falls may be taken by the Marines. Not sure they need it. They do want to get the extractor up, but it's not a necessity. Ancestral flies through with that lurk. He's got shotgun weapons 2 still to worry about. And Wob has surely seen the arc. Nice job with the hallucination. Mendaf is not falling for it. He's way too smart. But there's loads of real Marines, aliens right on top of him. The Bile Bomb is in position. Another Marine goes down. Exceptional attack here. And here comes a Marine from the side with a shotgun. Malga's seen it though. Both teams are so smart. And I love seeing it. Unbelievable. Hallucinations were genius. Mendas responded to it like a genius. ISO in a fantastic position of hydroponics. And then his response, I believe it was Malga the Fade, was just predicted it. It's just awesome. It's so smart. I love seeing it. Hive up at hydroponics is being scanned. We're seeing guys coming into the position. Wob from behind. And this time I think he'll do a lot better. These guys are very distracted, rushing a little bit eagerly into the hive position. Wob's doing great damage onto Valk. He's very low. He's only got med packs and no armor. Wob and Valk now pushing towards Ulti, who's separated. Another Marine which reinforced, but they've already lost one Valk with no weld. It's taken out. Exceptional job from the Fades, clearing these guys up one by one. And this is looking like a GG for the aliens. They've got everything they need. They've cleared out. Look at this. Even the arc play has been going down. And they've done an exceptional job. I'm not sure the Veil has won them this game, but the hallucinations certainly in West Route was really awesome. What are we seeing from the Marines? This is 20 team resources that they could have put into a weapons 3 investment. I'm not convinced by that. We'll see how it pans out. But Go'dar, I'm not sure about the sentries. I really think that might cost them. We've got Ancestral and Wob up against Ulti and Valk. We're still seeing a lot of shotguns. They've got a good amount of P-res. There's personal resources for the Marines, loads of personal res. So they can still afford a lot of shotgun pushes, but the game will drag on. We'll see Ono 65 P-res from one guy, Alcalde on 59 as well. And B1, this Gorge, has been doing a really good job. You can see he's not overextending, he's not being taken out too early. And he's doing so much damage with that bubble. Weapons 3 has started. Maybe this is the game changer for the Marines that they need to make a win. But at this point, I think the aliens are in an advantage position. So right now, you've got Malga with 47 P-res and a Fade already. Alcalde with 60 P-res. We've got the Gorge with B1. We've got Ancestral. Still not got a Lurk upgrade, unfortunately, but he's got 66 P-res, so he can go Onos. And Wob's only got 22 P-res. Hopefully we see the Lurk upgrade, so that if he does die, we'll see him with the Umbra, which will still be very, very valuable, just like the Fade that he does have currently. The Marines sitting on a lot of shotguns, a lot of P-res, so they're not in a bad position either. B1 with the Fade support. They don't want to take these 2 shotgunners on, but they do want to get the Bile Bomb on top of them. See the world's coming out. The rest of the map, we got probably it's ISO taking on 1v1 up against Ancestral. A fair fight. Ancestral takes it. ISO was a little bit caught out of position there. Marga and B1 trying to take on Falls. You can see the Marines are a little bit worried about it. The scan is an indication that they don't want to lose Falls. And there's the phase gate. You always chop the scan before the phase gate. I don't know why. I suppose it makes sense. You want to invest a little bit more just to secure the phase gate, just to make sure there's not 5 aliens coming in the next second or two. So you drop the scan down just to make sure. Scan secures them in the room. They build the phase gate. But you can see these phase gates compared to the last set we saw are much more conservative, a lot more cowardly. And that's pretty much a reflection on how the Marines are feeling right now. They're waiting passively, and they don't want to push until they got the weapons 3. Maybe they're pushing in now pre-weapons 3 because it probably will finish before the big combat comes in. So they're going in as soon as possible. Crag, Harvester, Tunnel. They've got a Fade to worry about. In fact, 2 Fades, but they're slightly separated. Good job from Mendas to distract one of these guys whilst he takes on the Harvester. Malga's got to be careful. This is still a pretty hefty shotgunner in his face. Does take him out. Exceptional job from Malga. And probably seeing a 2v3. It's not going to be in a great advantage for the aliens. They do need to worry about this fight. And how are they going to respond? Could be a base push, maybe a forced beacon, or maybe they're just going to go mass expand. You can see they've taken the platform harvester. Could be looking at the third hive. In fact, that would be gruesome for the Marines to deal with. That'd be really, really bad. Weapons 3 has started. We're seeing 3 Marines just doing everything they want. They've cleared the tunnel assist, and Sammy G's taking some damage. Nice! 5 biomass with the vortex. You can see it's not having a big impact, but it's at least costing them a little bit T-res. You can see he's just doing it over and over. A little bit of money for the med packs, but nothing too big. And we're seeing Falls, Alcalde and Ancestral poking it, not doing huge damage. And Ancestral needs to be careful about this position. He's got a lot of Marines in his face. A lack of Onos upgrade, a lack of Lurk upgrade, a lack of Skulk upgrade as well. They could be really just saving some money for this. They've got 5 harvesters. Oh, the second hive! No, no, no. I don't think the second hive's a good call. I think they should be going for those upgrades that I mentioned. We'll see how it pans out, but they just lost a Lurk as well. He's got 74 Pyrrhus, so we'll be seeing the Onos. And there's no response from the Marines. So the third hive is pretty much secure. But I don't think it's probably the best way to spend the money that it costs. I think they could have been looking at Fade upgrades already done, but the Lurk upgrade for Umbra, the Onos upgrade, don't worry about that. That was just a team attacking. I'm not sure why. Oh no, it was an enemy. I'm not sure who, but they've spotted that. When you attack your own hive, you do actually get the friendly fire damage and the call that your hive's under attack, so I did assume it was that, but it wasn't. Ulti Vulcan ISO looking for another 3 shotgun push. Oh, Calde with the Onos, just seconds away from these guys. The mist is down and they are outsmarted just in time. Alcalde's there. Really good job. He was in the perfect position to just clear these guys up. We're looking at the GG call really, really soon. There's nothing they can do against the double Onos, even with weapons 3. The third hive, we're going to see stacked biomass. 4 harvesters, we're going to see so much money for these guys. They're going to take Agri-Labs back soon, I bet. But the Onos, there's another phase gate down. There's no response. There's no way they're going to come through and defend this. Hallucination, just for a little bit of an extra Onos. And a hive, not really sure about that. Platform taking damage, but it's built. They've got 3 hives built at 6 biomass. Potential for 9. No upgrades to support that, of course. The Gorge and the Fade, their upgrades aren't particularly strong, so especially the later ones. The Bar Bomb is really good, but you only need 1 hive for that. So I really think the second hive and some different upgrades would have been good. But it's all about opportunity cost, and perhaps they didn't think they would be able to hold the third hive at this point, so they go for it early. You can see the Marines, I think they're a little bit disheartened. They're losing phase gates, they're losing control of the map. They're up against some really hefty aliens right now. A lot of biomass gives them extra health. They're going up against 3 hives, which means we'll be seeing the Crag hive upgrade soon. I really think the Marines are going to have way too much money up against them. Look at these Onos, just doing whatever they want, just clearing. They've cleared the Marines and the Sentry Battery. You can see the Sentry Battery is just a joke. GG will be called. Exceptional job for the aliens, just holding this game off for such a long time. And what was really bad at the early game was just how many... There's 5 extractors in the 2.5 minute mark. That is such a bad position for them. There's the GG call. Excellent job from iMAGINE. Both teams played really, really well. And that was a really great game to watch. But both teams played really well. Go'dar not quite keeping up at the end there. Maybe the late weapons 3 was a mistake. But really good calls from the aliens. Just popping